You're listening to the Bare Metal Cyber Prepcast, created to help you succeed in your educational journey. Learn more at baremetalcyber.com, where additional prepcasts, books, and training materials await. Let's get started. Entertainment and media have always been industries that thrive on innovation, adapting rapidly to new technologies that change how stories are told, music is created, and games are played. Artificial intelligence is now at the center of this transformation, serving not only as a behind-the-scenes tool for personalization and efficiency, but also as a visible creative partner shaping what audiences experience. From movie recommendations that seem uncannily accurate, to game worlds that feel alive and unpredictable, to synthetic voices narrating stories or singing songs, AI is reshaping content creation, distribution, and consumption. The entertainment world is global, and AI helps bridge language barriers, predict cultural trends, and connect creators with audiences in unprecedented ways. Yet these opportunities also bring challenges, as questions about authenticity, manipulation, and intellectual property grow louder. This episode explores how AI is redefining entertainment and media, blending creativity with computation. The earliest uses of AI in entertainment were modest by today's standards, but groundbreaking in their time. Rule-based opponents in video games provided players with computer-controlled adversaries that responded predictably but gave the illusion of competition. Early recommendation systems in media worked similarly, offering suggestions based on simple rules like, "People who bought this also bought that." While these systems lacked the adaptability and personalization of modern AI, they proved that machines could create interactive and tailored experiences. They also established the expectation that entertainment could be customized to individuals, not just broadcast to the masses. These early experiments opened the door for today's advanced systems, showing that even simple algorithms could enhance engagement and enjoyment. They were the seeds from which today's highly sophisticated AI entertainment ecosystems grew. Content recommendation engines are now among the most familiar AI tools, powering platforms like Netflix, YouTube, and Spotify. These systems analyze vast amounts of data on user behavior, what people watch, listen to, pause, or skip, and use it to predict what they might enjoy next. The more data they collect, the more refined their recommendations become, often surprising users with how well they understand their tastes. This personalization keeps audiences engaged for longer, increasing satisfaction while also driving revenue for platforms. However, recommendation engines also raise concerns about creating, quote, filter bubbles, where users are exposed only to content that reinforces their existing preferences. While the convenience of always finding something enjoyable is undeniable, it comes with a responsibility to balance personalization with diversity, ensuring that audiences do not miss out on broader cultural perspectives. Personalized playlists and feeds extend this concept further, curating entire streams of content unique to each user. On platforms like Spotify, AI generates playlists such as Discover Weekly, using collaborative filtering and deep learning to introduce users to new music they are likely to enjoy. Social media platforms employ similar techniques, adjusting feeds based on individual interactions, likes, and shares. This creates a sense that media is tailored specifically for each person, enhancing engagement and loyalty. For audiences, it feels like a concierge service, guiding them through endless choices. For creators and advertisers, it provides targeted access to niche audiences. Yet this level of personalization raises ethical debates about manipulation and attention control. The ability to curate feeds so effectively blurs the line between serving user preferences and shaping them, highlighting the power AI now holds over cultural consumption. In gaming, AI-driven opponents or non-player characters provide some of the most direct examples of intelligence at work. Unlike static adversaries of the past, modern game AI adapts to player behavior, offering dynamic challenges that feel more human-like. For example, An AI-controlled opponent in a strategy game might learn a player's tactics and adjust accordingly, keeping the experience fresh and engaging. This adaptability creates immersion, as players feel they are competing against intelligent adversaries rather than predictable patterns. Game AI not only entertains but also trains players, pushing them to improve their skills through responsive challenges. The evolution of AI opponents shows how intelligence can enhance interactivity, making games not just scripted experiences but living worlds that respond uniquely to each player's choices. Procedural content generation in games has become another hallmark of AI's creative influence. Instead of manually designing every level, developers now use algorithms to generate maps, quests, and scenarios dynamically. For instance, games like Minecraft and No Man's Sky create vast, unique worlds that no two players will explore in exactly the same way. AI ensures that these procedurally generated environments remain coherent and engaging rather than random and chaotic. This approach saves developers time while offering players endless variety, keeping games replayable and fresh. Procedural generation highlights how AI is not only enhancing interactivity, but also expanding creativity itself, enabling the production of content at scales unimaginable through manual design alone. It demonstrates the fusion of human creativity and machine scalability in entertainment. Visual effects in film and television have been transformed by AI, enhancing everything from computer-generated imagery to post-production editing. AI can generate realistic backgrounds, de-age actors, or even create entirely synthetic characters indistinguishable from real people. For instance, films now use AI-driven tools to fill in missing frames, improve resolution, or automate tedious editing tasks. Animation studios employ AI to generate lifelike movements and facial expressions, reducing costs and production times. These technologies free artists to focus on creative storytelling rather than repetitive tasks. However, as visual effects become more convincing, they also blur the line between reality and fiction, raising questions about authenticity in media. The ability of AI to produce hyper-realistic visuals both enriches cinematic experiences and complicates our trust in what we see on screen. Script and storyline assistance illustrates AI's growing role in the creative process. Tools powered by natural language processing help screenwriters generate dialogue, suggest plotlines, or identify narrative inconsistencies. For example, an AI system might analyze successful films to suggest character arcs or pacing strategies likely to resonate with audiences. While these tools cannot replace human imagination, they act as collaborators, offering inspiration and reducing writer's block. Producers also use AI to predict how scripts might perform with different demographics, guiding investment decisions. This integration of creativity and data highlights a new model of storytelling, where human emotion and machine analysis intersect. Script Assistance demonstrates how AI can support but not supplant the artistry of narrative creation. Deepfake technology in media exemplifies AI's controversial dual-use potential. On one hand, synthetic video generation allows filmmakers to create realistic visual effects, such as resurrecting historical figures or enabling actors to play younger versions of themselves. On the other hand, the same technology can be misused to create fake news, impersonations, or manipulative propaganda. The challenge lies in distinguishing creative use from malicious intent. Deepfakes highlight both the power and peril of AI in media, forcing society to develop tools for detection and guidelines for ethical application. While they offer exciting possibilities for storytelling, they also demand vigilance to ensure they are not weaponized to erode trust in digital content. AI in music creation has expanded the boundaries of composition, enabling algorithms to generate melodies, harmonies, and even entire songs. Platforms exist today that can compose background music tailored to mood, tempo, or genre, often indistinguishable from human-created works. Musicians use AI as collaborators, feeding it samples or themes and refining the output into polished pieces. For example, an artist might use AI to generate chord progressions as a starting point for songwriting. While purists question whether AI-generated music can be truly creative, many view it as a tool that enhances human artistry rather than replacing it. The fusion of algorithmic generation and human curation represents a new frontier in music, expanding possibilities while sparking debates about originality and authenticity. AI in journalism represents another major shift, as automated systems now generate news articles, summaries, and financial reports. For example, sports recaps or earnings summaries are often produced by AI, delivering accurate and timely content at scale. News organizations use AI to scan large datasets, identifying stories and patterns that human reporters might miss. These tools do not replace investigative journalism but augment it, allowing reporters to focus on analysis and storytelling while AI handles routine coverage. However, reliance on AI in journalism raises concerns about bias, accuracy, and accountability, especially when algorithms inadvertently spread misinformation. The challenge lies in balancing the speed and scalability of AI with the rigor and ethical standards that journalism demands. Sentiment analysis is widely used in media monitoring, helping companies and creators understand how audiences react to content. AI scans social media posts, reviews, and comments, categorizing them as positive, negative, or neutral. For example, after a film release, studios can gauge audience sentiment in real time, adjusting marketing strategies accordingly. Politicians and public figures also use sentiment analysis to measure public reaction to speeches or campaigns. This provides valuable feedback, but can also be misused to manipulate opinion. Sentiment analysis demonstrates how AI can transform subjective human reactions into actionable data, but it also highlights the responsibility of those who wield it to respect the authenticity of public discourse. Social media platforms rely heavily on AI for content moderation, filtering harmful or inappropriate posts at scales beyond human capacity. These systems detect hate speech, misinformation, graphic violence, and other violations of platform rules, ensuring safer environments for users. For example, AI can automatically flag and remove offensive language or block manipulated images before they spread widely. While essential moderation systems are not perfect, they sometimes miss harmful content or mistakenly censor legitimate speech. The debate over accuracy, bias, and fairness in moderation remains ongoing. Nonetheless, AI is indispensable for maintaining order in digital spaces where billions of posts are created daily, balancing the need for free expression with the responsibility to protect communities. Personalized advertising represents one of the most lucrative applications of AI in media. By analyzing browsing behavior, demographics, and interests, AI systems deliver ads targeted to individuals with remarkable precision. For example, someone researching vacation destinations might see tailored ads for hotels and flights within hours. This efficiency benefits advertisers and consumers by making promotions more relevant. But it also raises concerns about privacy and manipulation. Personalized ads highlight the economic engine driving much of today's media, where user data becomes the currency of attention. They underscore how AI has blurred the line between content and commerce, reshaping media landscapes around targeted engagement. Ethical challenges in entertainment AI are both diverse and pressing. Copyright infringement arises when AI generates content that mimics human creators or reuses existing works without credit. Manipulation is another concern, as hyper-personalized media and advertising may exploit vulnerabilities in attention or behavior. Misinformation, amplified by deepfake technology or automated content generation, threatens public trust. Addressing these challenges requires clear legal frameworks, transparent disclosures, and ethical design principles. Entertainment thrives on creativity and trust. Without careful management, AI could erode both. The ethical dilemmas remind us that technology must serve not only commercial goals but also cultural integrity and fairness. Audience trust and transparency are critical in determining how AI-generated content is received. Studies show that people are more likely to accept AI in entertainment if they are informed about its role. For example, audiences may embrace an AI-generated soundtrack when credited as a collaborative tool, but feel deceived if presented as purely human work. Disclosure fosters trust by allowing consumers to make informed judgments about authenticity. As AI's role grows, transparency will become a cornerstone of acceptance, ensuring that audiences continue to value the content they consume without feeling manipulated. Trust remains the invisible currency of entertainment, and AI must be integrated in ways that preserve it. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyberauthor.me. Also, there are other prepcasts on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. Virtual reality combined with AI is creating immersive entertainment environments that feel adaptive and alive. In VR games or simulations, AI tracks player behavior and adjusts challenges, storylines, or environments in real time. For example, an AI-driven virtual character might respond differently depending on whether the player acts aggressively or cooperatively, creating a unique narrative path. This adaptability keeps experiences fresh and engaging, making VR more than a static simulation. AI also optimizes performance by predicting movements and rendering scenes smoothly, reducing motion sickness and enhancing realism. These systems blur the boundary between creator and participant as players become co-authors of their experiences. Virtual reality with AI thus represents the cutting edge of interactive media, offering audiences not just stories to consume, but worlds to inhabit, where every decision shapes the unfolding narrative. Augmented reality similarly benefits from AI integration, overlaying digital content onto the physical world in meaningful ways. Entertainment applications range from mobile games that place characters in real-world locations to interactive advertising campaigns that allow consumers to visualize products in their homes. AI vision systems recognize objects, spaces, and gestures, ensuring digital overlays interact naturally with the environment. For example, an AR app might let users see how a piece of furniture fits in their living room, or bring a movie poster to life with animation when viewed through a smartphone camera. By blending digital and physical realities, AI-powered AR expands how audiences engage with entertainment and commerce. It transforms ordinary surroundings into interactive stages, redefining how stories, products, and experiences reach people in their daily lives. Digital humans and avatars represent one of the most visible frontiers of AI in entertainment and media. These AI-driven characters appear in video games, films, and marketing campaigns, often designed to look and act indistinguishably from real people. Virtual influencers, for instance, attract millions of followers on social media, partnering with brands just like their human counterparts. In gaming and film, digital humans act, emote, and interact with audiences in ways that feel authentic, powered by AI models trained on human behavior. These creations challenge our definitions of celebrity, authenticity, and creativity. They raise questions such as whether audiences form genuine connections with synthetic personalities, or whether these figures dilute the value of human artistry. Yet their popularity highlights a cultural shift. AI-driven avatars are no longer novelties but central players in global entertainment. Real-time translation powered by AI is breaking language barriers in media distribution, enabling content to reach audiences worldwide with unprecedented speed. Subtitling and dubbing, once costly and time-consuming, are now handled by AI systems that translate dialogue instantly while preserving tone and nuance. For example, streaming platforms can now offer global releases with near-simultaneous localization, ensuring fans in different countries enjoy content together. Live events also benefit, with AI translating commentary or speeches in real time. This democratizes access to entertainment, reducing linguistic boundaries that once limited cultural exchange. While not flawless, AI translation improves rapidly with exposure to diverse data, steadily narrowing gaps in accuracy. In an increasingly interconnected world, These tools ensure that stories, music, and performances resonate across languages and cultures, amplifying global media's reach. Esports and competitive gaming have become global industries, and AI now plays a role in training, analytics, and event management. Professional players use AI-powered tools to analyze gameplay, identifying weaknesses and refining strategies. Tournament organizers rely on AI to manage schedules, detect cheating, and ensure fair competition. Spectators benefit as well, with AI generating real-time statistics, highlights, and commentary that enhance viewing experiences. For example, AI might track a player's reaction times and predict their likelihood of winning a round, adding depth to broadcasts. Esports thrive on precision, speed, and data, making AI a natural partner in shaping the industry. By optimizing both performance and audience engagement, AI strengthens esports as both a competitive sport and a media phenomenon. Audience analytics demonstrates how AI helps creators and producers understand what people watch, listen to, and share. Platforms collect massive amounts of data on viewing habits, from when users pause videos to what content they binge watch. AI transforms this raw information into insights about preferences, trends, and future demand. For instance, a streaming service may identify that viewers of a certain drama series also tend to enjoy documentaries on related topics, prompting new content development. These insights inform marketing strategies, production budgets, and distribution choices, reducing guesswork in creative industries. However, the reliance on analytics raises concerns that creativity may become overly data-driven, favoring formulas over innovation. The challenge lies in balancing insight with imagination, ensuring data informs rather than dictates storytelling. Creative collaboration between humans and AI has produced fascinating results across music, art, and storytelling. Musicians use AI to generate harmonies, artists employ algorithms to create visual styles, and writers experiment with AI-generated plot ideas. For example, a band might feed their past songs into an AI system, which then generates new melodies in their style, serving as inspiration for future work. These collaborations blur the line between tool and partner as AI becomes an active participant in the creative process. While critics argue that machine-generated output lacks human soul, many artists view AI as a new kind of instrument, one that expands possibilities rather than replaces originality. The partnership highlights a key theme. Creativity in the age of AI is not about man versus machine, but about what they can achieve together. Legal considerations around AI in media are increasingly pressing, particularly regarding copyright, intellectual property, and licensing. When AI generates music, art, or text, questions arise about who owns the result, the programmer, the user, or the AI itself. Courts and regulators are grappling with these issues, as traditional frameworks were not designed for machine creativity. Copyright disputes also emerge when AI-generated works resemble existing content too closely, raising accusations of plagiarism. For example, if an AI model trained on thousands of songs produces a track that echoes a famous melody, who bears responsibility? These unresolved questions highlight the need for new legal approaches that balance protection for creators with encouragement for innovation. Legal frameworks will play a crucial role in determining how AI creativity is integrated into cultural industries. Influencer marketing has become a dominant force in media, and AI is now shaping how partnerships are formed. Systems analyze social media trends, follower demographics, and engagement metrics to recommend the most effective influencer collaborations for brands. For example, I might identify a mid-tier influencer whose audience aligns perfectly with a niche product, producing better results than a more famous but less relevant figure. These insights help businesses maximize return on investment while ensuring authenticity in partnerships. At the same time, the rise of AI-generated influencers complicates this landscape, blurring the line between real and virtual endorsements. The combination of human and synthetic influencers demonstrates how AI is not just analyzing culture but actively creating new cultural players in the marketing ecosystem. Synthetic voice technology has advanced rapidly, allowing AI to generate narration, dubbing, and character voices with remarkable realism. In media production, this reduces costs and accelerates workflows, enabling content to be localized or repurposed quickly. For instance, a documentary can be narrated in multiple languages with AI-generated voices that capture natural tone and cadence. Entertainment companies also experiment with synthetic voices for fictional characters, creating unique identities that never existed before. While these tools offer convenience and creative possibilities, they also raise concerns about impersonation and authenticity. If a celebrity's voice can be convincingly replicated without consent, issues of intellectual property and ethics come sharply into focus. Synthetic voice technology exemplifies both the opportunities and the risks of AI's role in shaping media soundscapes. Cultural implications of AI in media extend far beyond individual technologies, reshaping how creativity and storytelling operate globally. As algorithms influence what content is created, promoted, and consumed, they inevitably shape cultural narratives. For example, if recommendation engines prioritize certain genres or themes, they may amplify some voices while marginalizing others. AI also enables global cultural exchange by breaking language barriers, but it risks homogenization as popular trends spread faster than local traditions. These dynamics highlight the dual role of AI as both a connector and a filter of culture. Understanding its influence is essential to ensuring that AI enriches cultural diversity rather than narrowing it, preserving the richness of human creativity in a digital age. The economic impact of AI in entertainment is profound, enabling cost savings while also creating new business models. Automating tasks like editing, dubbing, and content moderation reduces production expenses. At the same time, AI generates revenue opportunities through hyper-personalized advertising, virtual influencers, and subscription models optimized by audience analytics. Independent creators benefit as well, using AI tools that were once accessible only to major studios. However, shifts in labor demand raise concerns, as some jobs in media production may be displaced. The industry faces the challenge of balancing efficiency with fair employment practices. Economically, AI has become both a disruptor and an enabler, pushing entertainment companies to rethink how they create, distribute, and monetize content in a highly competitive landscape. Public perception of AI creativity remains divided, with debates about whether machine-generated works can be considered truly original. Some audiences marvel at AI's ability to compose symphonies or generate art, while others dismiss such output as derivative, lacking the depth of human expression. Transparency plays a role in shaping acceptance. Audiences are more likely to appreciate AI's contributions when framed as collaboration rather than deception. For example, a music track credited as a joint creation between an artist and AI may be celebrated, while a song passed off as purely human might spark backlash if the truth emerges. These debates reflect deeper questions about the nature of creativity, authenticity, and the human role in art. They will continue to shape how AI-generated works are valued in cultural contexts. Case studies of AI in entertainment showcase the breadth of its applications. In film, studios use AI to predict box office performance by analyzing scripts and audience sentiment, guiding investment decisions. In music, AI collaborations have produced entire albums blending algorithmic composition with human performance. In gaming, AI-driven characters and procedurally generated worlds create endless possibilities for exploration and storytelling. Even journalism demonstrates AI's reach, as news agencies deploy automated writing systems to cover routine stories at scale. These examples reveal both the creativity and efficiency AI brings to entertainment, as well as the ethical and cultural debates it sparks. Each case study serves as a reminder that AI is not a fringe experiment, but a mainstream driver of innovation across media sectors. The future of AI in entertainment points toward more immersive, personalized, and participatory experiences. Audiences will not just consume content, but co-create it, interacting with AI systems that adapt stories, music, and environments in real time. Virtual and augmented realities will blend seamlessly with daily life, powered by intelligent systems that know individual preferences and respond dynamically. Generative AI will become a staple in production, accelerating workflows and enabling new forms of creative expression. At the same time, ethical, cultural, and legal questions will intensify, requiring frameworks that ensure innovation does not compromise trust or diversity. The trajectory is clear. AI will continue to expand what is possible in entertainment, shaping not only how content is made but also how people around the world experience and define creativity. AI in entertainment and media represents both a renaissance and a reckoning. It drives creativity, efficiency, and personalization, offering audiences experiences that are richer and more engaging than ever before. At the same time, it raises fundamental challenges around ethics, law, and culture, questioning what it means to create and to consume. From recommendation engines and virtual influencers to synthetic voices and immersive realities, AI is embedded in nearly every layer of modern entertainment. For learners, the key insight is that this integration is not optional or peripheral. It is central to how stories, games, music, and journalism evolve. The future will be defined not only by technological capability, but by the choices we make about authenticity, inclusivity, and trust in AI's creative role. Thanks for tuning in to the Bare Metal Cyber Prepcast, your trusted source for cybersecurity news and insights. Remember to subscribe at baremetalcyber.com so you never miss an update. And visit cyberauthor.me for best-selling cybersecurity books that equip you with expert knowledge. Until next time, stay secure and stay vigilant.